Hey, hello, Jack Tubbs from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, coming to you on a fantastic Thursday here. We have just really beautiful rocking weather here in the Valley on this wonderful Thursday here in February. Hey, one of the things that I've kind of been addressing over the past few weeks is, I've been appealing to you sellers and appealing to the buyers out there, it's the right time to do both. Well, you know what? I've got a couple of questions that you can ask yourself today. Is it the right time to sell? Because I really want to speak to the sellers today. We saw such a robust and strong housing market through the year 2020. We saw inventories at historic lows. We had historically low interest rates, which were driving the buying power up of all buyers. It was a perfect combination for those who wanted to sell, and especially those who wanted to buy. As they were facing higher prices, they had the buying power to do so. So it was like the perfect storm. Now, many people are asking, is that the way it's going to be in 2021? And I know I've already come to you and shared with you some reports from different experts and different organizations that keep track of this kind of stuff, and they look at the historical data and they say, yes, 2021 should be still a fantastic market, especially what we're going to experience here in the Valley in Phoenix with business moving in, that the government of Phoenix and the state of Arizona have made this a very attractive place to do business. Businesses are moving in, they're bringing jobs, jobs bring people, and jobs also, people are going to drive the real estate market forward. Now, if you're paying attention to the interest rates, we've seen just a tiny uptick in them, but nothing that was large enough to affect really show any effect to the strength of what buyers have, and also want to slow anybody down. So if you're looking at that and that's what you're paying attention to, and you have some equity in your home that you'd like to use either on a step up buy or a step down buy, yes, now is the time to sell, because you can take advantage of those historically low mortgage rates, and that increases your buying power. Plus, if you're making the step down buy, you're going to have that much more equity in your home to be able to put down on the new home, have a much smaller mortgage, drop the payment down. But if you're going to make that step up, it's the same thing. You'll be able to have that much more to put down, and with the historically low interest rates, you're going to experience even smaller, or maybe even mortgage payments that are going to be identical to when the property that, or the home that you're living in now. Now, if you've just refinanced, or if you had to go into forbearance, now is probably not the time, because you don't have the equity to work with if you were to make a buy after you sell, which means that you're going to experience on your purchase less equity, higher payments, and also you're going to have to remember that if you're in forbearance, payments have been put on the back end of your mortgage, along with any servicing fees and any interest that they may charge you. So these are all going to come off of your settlement when you close the sale, which is not really going to benefit you with the price rise, that we're seeing the prices rise, etc. For you, it's probably a good thing to wait another year or so if we continue to experience the same robust market that we saw in 2020, that you'll be able to reap the benefits of being patient in 2021 when you go to sell in 2022. But that may not always be the case. It depends on the area that you live in, because we have some areas here throughout the valley that, as I said, they're seeing somewhere between 6 and 10% increases every single month. And we're seeing it even more so when we see inventories continue to shrink, prices continue to rise. It's supply and demand, and given to us in a very, very easy to see example. The less properties we have in an area that is very hot right now and people want to move into, we're continuing to see prices take almost an 8 to 10% rise month after month. And we continue to see inventory shrink in those areas because there is such a great demand. And once again, it's driving the prices. So if you live in a hot area, you want to take advantage of it, and you want to pull as much equity out from the transactions you can, yes, now may be the time to sell. If you are right now facing an income instability, whether it's because a business that you own has been affected by the pandemic, whether job hours or the amount of money that you make at a job has been affected by the COVID-19 virus, etc., then now may not be the time to sell. Because if you can continue to make your payments, even if you're shaving it close, now may be the time to be patient, sit back, let your economics, let your job or your income recover before you decide to sell. And as I said on the onset of this, is that we're looking at 2021 to be almost the same as 2020, if not better, because once again, we see a lot of businesses still continuing to move into the valley, which is causing a lot of people to move in because they're taking advantage of the job openings that are here in the valley, which is going to continue to drive the real estate market in a very robust and healthy fashion. So all I can say is that there are a couple of examples here where you should be patient. There are a couple of examples here that you definitely, if you want to take advantage of interest rates and also the area in which you live, which is going to definitely bring forth a much bigger settlement. You're going to enjoy more equity when you settle or when you sell your home, so that you can either turn that into a new home or put it in a savings. Whatever you need to do, those are going to be the reasons to sell. But once again, if you just refinanced or if you're in forbearance, and now maybe the time to be patient, you'll be able to reap the rewards in 2022. And the same thing if your income right now has not been stable or if it has been reduced due to the COVID-19 virus, the pandemic that we see across the country. Hey, if you have any other questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me. You can get a hold of me direct at 248-330-7972. That's 248-330-7972, or you can email me, Jack at, and that's JACK, at the J Team, which is THE, the letter J, the word team, .house. So that's Jack at the J Team .house, or you can call the office and talk to any of my team members at 623-252-4061. That's 623-252-4061. Hey, this is Jack of the J Team and Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, wishing you a fantastic Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to look at what the sales stats were for the month of January. See you then. Bye-bye.